It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we're watching The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 3 called Long, Long Time.
Yes, very long time, I guess. I'm not sure what that's about.
It's a double long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, last time on The Last of Us, what happened?
Tess died.
Yes, she got infected and then blew up all the infected that were chasing them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I was wrong in our observation. I was like, I don't remember her getting infected or dying. She totally does. I just had forgotten that part in the game. So yeah, my bad, everybody. It's been a while, but thanks all for pointing that out.
If I'm not mistaken, the actress who played Tess also died.
The actress who played Tess in the game originally died.
Oh.
Anna Torv, who played her on the show, did not die.
Okay. All right.
Yes, the
Still
actress
sad.
who played her in the original game. Yes, that is sad. And, coincidental timing for sure.
Yeah, for real. Enough to make me confused.
Yeah, definitely.
What I was hearing about, but
No. And we also learned a little bit more about how the cordyceps networks are connected,
Right.
and like how, messing with one infected could alert infected in a totally different area. So
which is super cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's an interesting. I mean, usually a zombie apocalypse stuff will have, the impetus to kind of clear zombies if you see them, but this is showing that is putting yourself at risk to ever do that, even if
Gotta
you
be
see
sneaky
just one.
all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Well, the thumbnail shows, and also just popular consciousness has been hard to escape. That Nick Offerman is in this week's episode.
Ooh, okay.
With a big beard, and it looks sad. So
I'm assuming he plays a little bit of a different character than we've seen in previous Nick Offerman offerings.
Except for the show Devs, which I'm going to recommend to the audience. You should watch Devs if you like seeing Nick Offerman sad with a big beard, because that's how he is in that show. Yeah, that's a really good. That's Alex Garland, who made Ex Machina, is the writer and I think showrunner of that show. So yeah,
Sweet.
it's a really good, freaky TV show with Nick Offerman in it. But yeah, I'm excited for this. He plays a character from the games that I am familiar with, and I think we heard mention last week about Tess telling Joel that he needs to get Ellie to Bill and Frank. So
Okay.
Bill and Frank are the characters
right.
we're in store for.
Okay. Right on. I can't really think of anything else specific.
Let's get to it then.
Yeah, let's totally do it. We have a Patreon. Check it out in the link below if you'd like to. If not, that's also okay. And yeah, let's do it. Last of Us. Feels like finding those in the game would be like a save point or something like that. A little stack of rocks like that.
Yeah, maybe just like a collectibles list of rocks, stacks to knock over.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Nobody made you go along with this plan. You needed a truck battery or whatever, and you made a choice. So don't blame me for something that isn't my fault.
Good point.
That's legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much longer?
5-hour hike.
We can manage that.
If you want to be mad at somebody about this situation, Marlene is the person to be mad at, the
for
Fireflies
sure.
lady. So yeah, it's not the little girl.
Why'd you get that scar on your head?
Someone shot at me and missed.
See, that's cool. Shoot back?
Yeah.
You get him?
No, I missed too. It happens more often than you think.
Because you suck at shooting, or like...
No, because gunfighting is really scary.
Yeah, right.
Lean back a minute. I gotta grab some stuff I stashed.
Stashed? Why do you have stuff stashed here?
You ask a lot of goddamn questions.
Yes, I do. You forgot where you put your stuff.
No. I'm just zeroing in on it. It's been a couple of years.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look around, see if there's anything good.
To stay true to the game, they had to open every drawer in this building.
Yeah, sure. Hey.
That's something
found it.
to check. Okay, tell Joel before you're gonna open the doorway to another area, Don't go down there.
No.
Ellie.
Come on.
Wait, not even gonna tell Joel? Is there a way back up?
Right.
Looks like a collapsed staircase to me.
She's a headstrong teenager, though. I do kind of get it. There you go. She set something up for herself.
Fuck yeah.
Supplies. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, now we'll get out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, we probably would just freeze, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. How did that even happen?
Oh, shit!
Shit.
That was freaky. Ellie, why? What can be gained?
You probably don't get a really good close-up look at him.
That's true, and she's immune, but like you're not immune from being ripped apart, like Tess said.
Yeah.
You know, like it can still wound you in a way that's a problem.
Oh man, that's very unsettling.
It's like at the autopsy in the last episode where she cut open the ankle and it's just fungus underneath. You know?
That's it's gross. Fair enough.
Picked over my ass.
Not even gonna tell him.
Nope.
There's stuff up there you shouldn't see.
Oh, now I have to see.
I don't want you to. Serious, Ellie.
No, this isn't.
What is it?
It's not gonna be. Oh, it's too cool for you to see.
No.
It's gonna be too gruesome.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Burn pit, mass grave.
About a week after Outbreak Day, soldiers told you were going to a QZ, and you were. If there was room.
Jesus.
There wasn't.
Never go to a second location.
Yeah, well,
These people weren't sick.
Oh, I
I
get
mean, it
it.
was a military relocation, but
Yeah.
Why not just leave him be?
Dead people can't be infected.
Joel knows firsthand that they didn't care if people
Nope.
were infected.
Oh, why did they have to do that cut?
I think I have that blanket for my kids.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And I have that dress.
This is somebody who was
God.
ready for this scenario.
Yep. Prepper?
Not today, you New World Order jackboot fucks.
So it's Ron Swanson in a not comedy show.
Awesome.
This is a good guy to know in the apocalypse.
Wild.
That symbol on his door meant his house is marked as cleared, right?
Yeah. You'd think so.
So they missed him.
Yeah.
That would be kind of
Yeah,
cool. I
it
mean,
would be.
obviously it's a horrible situation, but there'd be a little bit of like
Well, yeah, you're...
last man alive kind of
Yeah.
thing, you know?
And you're like the one who's like, you know, Betty called me crazy and like, you know, now who's crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, in a small town, everybody knew each other.
Yeah.
I feel like
Gotta get
he
the
has...
important stuff.
And I feel like the boat is just for cargo towing purposes. Like,
you
he
think so,
doesn't really
yeah.
even really need a boat. It's just a good thing to put stuff in.
This guy's got it going on.
Yeah, he's just got a whole thing going.
Yep. Got all the chickens, got everything he needs.
Except other people. A
Right.
person needs people.
That's true.
Whoa!
It doesn't get old.
He's still funny, even though it's a very serious situation.
Yeah.
He's making screws. Looks like yeah. I don't know why you ever leave the gate if you don't need to.
I mean, he obviously determined he does need to.
Are you armed?
No,
Why did you take that long to answer?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get to Boston.
Alone?
Gotta be careful, but you do need other people, you know?
Yep. I don't know. Yeah, in his mind too, it's like, damn it, now my supplies are cut in half.
Yeah, but
Every person you add to a situation like this, everything is rare. Food is
it
rare.
increases your work power.
Yeah, that's true.
Solitude is definitely not mathematically the best option or anything
No.
like that. It's a person is a group animal.
Yeah. That's a gamey device too. I didn't really think about that. That it's just
Yeah.
a big green light, so in third person when the camera's pulled back you can tell what it says.
Yeah, but I mean, they would create those quickly.
It would-
Boston is that
yeah.
way. You can make it by nightfall.
I'm really hungry. Haven't eaten in 2 days. Doesn't sound very long out loud, does it?
He's telling you can make it by nightfall. Maybe you
I'm
should
letting
go. Yeah.
So go. If I feed you, then every bum you talk to about it is going to show up here looking for a free lunch. And this is not an Arby's.
Well, Arby's didn't have free lunch. It was a restaurant.
You could just be trying to get inside so you can case the
lying.
place. Come back with 20
Yeah.
dudes.
Yep.
I bet he's real fucking lonely.
Yeah, dude. It was nice of him. All you gotta do though is like
Close here for you.
just put your guard down for 1 minute and all this is gone though.
Close.
Why does he look so startled?
Because why are you up? Why are you looking around? What you looking for? I'd be super suspicious if I was this guy, and after all this time, you know, he's probably a little not quite right anymore.
It's true, and it seems like he was a paranoid man to begin with.
Yeah. Jesus, that's like a feast.
He can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why isn't Frank more suspicious of this situation? This man who pulled him out of a pit.
Yeah. I don't know. This is freaking me out.
Who? Which one?
A man
Just-
a rabbit with a bow leg.
Frank seems a
I
little
know, I
bit
don't
too
seem like the type.
comfortable with the situation and not humble enough, like he's casing the
Well, he says he
place.
came from a QZ, though. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
There you go. That's maybe what I was looking for.
Yeah. I mean,
Instead of just being like, this is fantastic.
So I guess I'll be going then.
you can see him wanting to ask him to stay, but feeling like he shouldn't or can't or.
Wow. You know how much these are worth?
Currently nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna pay for a piano.
And then I'll leave.
You said that before the meal, though, and now it's
Yeah.
another thing.
Love's wounds unseen. That's what someone told me,
Pretty good.
but I don't
Yeah.
know.
I didn't know Nick Offerman could kind of sing.
I think I'm gonna love for a long, long time.
That's the episode title.
Oh, there we go.
Who's the girl? Girl you're singing about.
There is no girl.
I know.
Whoa. That's
Okay.
fast. I mean, they're just both so intensely
Yeah.
lonely, though, I
Yeah,
guess.
right.
that once you arrive at the moment of, I think we're both into that,
Yep,
you just
exactly,
go, I guess,
yep.
you know?
It's not going to be another chance.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh. It's making him cry.
Yeah. They're both kind of crying.
Loneliness is really bad for
Yeah,
you.
It is. Also think this is a very interesting character here with the "don't tread on me" stuff and all that.
Well,
Take a shower, Bill.
Which in its purest form kind of makes sense. But
yeah, you could see how a kid growing up feeling like a part of them that's intrinsic to them is being rejected by the whole world would make them fiercely independent and want
Yep.
to be able to not need anybody else. And, you know, he maybe had bad rejection experiences as a kid.
Yeah, well, of course. I'm sure it was brutal.
Like, bathed with purpose for the first time in forever, you know, like, it actually matters if I'm clean or not. What happened to you, HBO? You used to show us the dongs.
Have you ever done this before? Not with anyone?
Damn.
With a girl a long time ago.
So, I'm gonna start with the simple things.
Yeah, okay.
I want you to know that I'm not a whore.
All right.
I don't have sex for lunches. Not even great ones.
He's so, like, anxious. This
Yeah.
is an interesting performance from Nick Offerman. You can see the
So if I do this,
desire and the trepidation on him
Oh,
all
yeah.
at once, you know?
a few more days.
A few more days. I have a feeling that we've already heard Bill and Frank referred
Right.
to
I think
as,
they're
yeah,
going
this is,
to be more than a few days.
So it's been, 4 years into the apocalypse now, so that makes it 16 years
Yeah.
together now?
True companionship is like the only thing he doesn't have. He has hot running water.
But now he does.
Yeah.
I mean, we know from what we know about the present day already, he does have companionship.
Our home isn't just our house, it's everything around us!
Give me a fucking break.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I live in
Does he
this
want to
world.
clean up the
You live
neighborhood?
in a psycho bunker
Or what?
where 9/11 was an inside job and the government are all Nazis.
The government are all Nazis!
Yeah.
Just tell me why.
I did. Paying attention to things. It's how we show love.
And it has a psychological effect on you, what your
does.
environment is like.
Too. Just let me love it the way I want to.
Just also, though, a freshly painted house in
And
the
I'm
middle of
fixing up some of the
nowhere is suspicious.
They're protected. I don't think they have to worry about that.
Are we hosting formal garden parties now?
No. But we are going to have friends.
How does he know that?
Excuse me?
They've got so much that you should build a community.
Yeah,
like I said,
right.
that's a human being needs a group. You not one other person is a start, but that's not enough either. You know.
Yeah, it's a good point.
We will never have friends because there are no friends to be had.
I've actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
That's an interesting way to drop that. Yeah.
Right? Can you not, please?
Is it Tess and Joel at the table now? Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Oh, you're a paranoid schizophrenic too?
I'm not schizophrenic.
But he's paranoid, though.
Let's go inside. Tess, I want to show you something.
I have to wait to see it.
Not inside.
Thank you.
Frank!
Oh, boy.
Frank!
Leave them at the table together?
Yeah.
That'd be a fist fight.
Or an understanding, maybe.
Yeah.
So what, you were prepper or something?
Survivalist.
Yeah.
That's the word they
Maybe you
use.
are. I don't need you or your friend complicating our lives. Is that clear?
Oh, geez, there's some foreshadowing, huh?
Yeah, I think they might do that.
Oh, and I had this idea that we should use codes for the radio in case anyone's listening.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like what?
Establishing the music
Who's
code.
never gonna come up here? But sooner or later, there'll be raiders. And they'll beat that fence and your tripwires. They'll come at night, quiet and armed.
Is that a warning or a threat?
We'll be fine.
I think that's just advice.
I
Yeah.
know, but does he know?
Yeah, I don't think Bill takes that as a threat. Strawberries?
I traded Joel and Tess one of your guns for a packet of seeds.
That's pretty awesome.
Which gun?
little one.
You got enough guns,
Yeah,
Bill.
dude. Wow. Yeah. It's probably what I would do in that situation, too.
Nick Offerman has an amazing giggle. He
Yeah.
does that on Parks and Rec sometimes, too.
Look.
I was never afraid before you showed up.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He's got something to lose.
Yeah.
No, you found the strawberries.
Yeah, don't smash your
Yeah,
new
right.
treats.
Oh, the sweetness of their relationship is making me so nervous.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be horrible. Oh, are these the Raiders? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
brutal.
Set them straight on fire. I like it.
So how experienced is he with shooting?
I'm sure that they practice. I'm sure
Yeah,
Bill
that's
would
what
have
I
him
was thinking,
practice.
yeah. Oh, take some
Don't
cover,
stand in
baby.
the street, dude, yeah.
Exactly.
Bill! Get inside!
Oh.
No!
We gotta get you inside.
Oh, you just took a gut shot, man.
Inside now!
That's not good.
Frank!
Right here.
Frank!
Right here.
Leave the gas on!
right.
Leave the gas on. The fence will kill the rest of them.
Okay, yep.
I made a list for you.
Tell me about the list.
He's afraid he's gonna die and
Yeah.
he's just trying to pass information.
You can't be here alone.
No. You're here.
No. Cold.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, well, that's good though. Disinfect.
No.
Bill, are you dead?
No.
No,
No.
because this is not the present yet. And we've heard them talk about Bill and Frank
Yeah.
together.
But how long has it been since they went there?
Yeah,
I don't know for sure, I
maybe.
guess. 10 years.
So now it's present. Okay.
Yeah, he looks sick. Not just, like, aging.
No, yeah, I think he's sick. I mean, in the wheelchair, too.
Yeah.
It's so sweet that they got, like, all the different phases of being in love, even though they met
Yeah.
as older men, you know, they started, like, as the new inexperienced lovers phase, and then all the way through up to this, to the
Yep.
caring for during sickness.
Yep.
Took most of the night. I'm exhausted.
God damn it.
Wait, he took most of the night getting out of bed again?
He got into his own chair, yeah.
I'm not fighting about it. Back in
I
bed.
promise you I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
Oh, that's why he didn't want to
yeah.
sleep. Didn't want to waste time.
Bill. Bill.
Oh, God.
How can you expect him to be okay with it?
Just give me one more good day.
On his own terms, you know?
And they could have a perfect day and
Now,
then...
make me some toast. I'll pick outfits for us. You'll wear what I ask. We'll get married.
Oh, man.
Aw.
Then you will crush all of these up, put them in my wine. Then you will take me by my hand.
Oh, poor
Fuck,
Bill.
dude.
And I will fall asleep in your arms.
And then he's got to deal with it afterwards.
Yeah, right.
It's... This is so heartbreaking.
This is fucking devastating. Oh, my God. Got some in my eye a little bit. It's almost like you felt like he had it made before
What is
someone
this song?
showed up. This is a sad song that I've
I
heard.
recognize
Yeah.
this, though, yeah.
It's in movies and stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
a classic. Classical.
Somebody let us know what this song is in the comments, please.
It was their first meal together.
Oh, that's right. Good eye. He remade the first
same
meal.
wine.
And you could see when they first met that there was the tension between Bill's head and his heart, that his head was telling him send this person away, but his heart was already feeling a connection there, you know? If I were Frank, I would be worried Bill was going to do something to himself too.
Yep. That's my thought too.
If I were Bill, it would be hard not to see that as a good option, you know? Like, I mean, obviously, he's a survive kind of guy, I guess.
Yeah.
But, you know, it seems like this would be so devastating. It's like, what are you going forward for?
Yeah, what else do I have here? I think Frank's ready, you know? Fuck.
I guess that's how you do it, right?
Yep.
To combat any psychological effects of trying to resist.
So just want to make sure you get the lethal dose, man.
Mm-hmm. No, he's worried as soon as he drank his own.
Were there already pills in the bottle?
Enough to kill a horse.
Oh, man.
I'm satisfied. And you were my purpose.
Mm-hmm. Fair. There's literally nothing else to live for.
Yeah.
The world is gone.
Can he hope for, like, something better in the future after this?
He's gonna get torn apart by raiders, that's it.
It's incredibly romantic.
I suppose, yeah. A perfect last day together.
Yeah. Die peacefully in your sleep. Post-apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a win. Well, this is going to be interesting to see what they find.
Yeah.
Yell.
What if they're gone?
Don't talk like that.
Yeah?
If you find this, please do not come into the bedroom. We left the window open so the house wouldn't smell, but it would probably be a sight. I'm guessing you found this, Joel, because anyone else would have been electrocuted or blown up by one of my traps.
What is he, a 14-year-old?
I used to hate the world, and I was happy when everyone died. But I was wrong, because there was one person worth saving. That's what I did.
Oh.
We have a job to do. And God help any motherfuckers who stand in our way. I leave you all of my weapons and equipment.
Damn.
Use them to keep...
Test safe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't tell anyone about your condition. If they see that bite mark, they won't think it through. They'll just shoot you. You do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Yes.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Yeah, it's... He adapted it already, instead of just repeating what he said.
They have hot water. I'm taking a shower. And then you're showering. Seriously.
Ha! I mean, yeah.
Yep, I'm sure.
Hygiene is important.
There's a gun.
Of course there's a gun.
Oh, I think that's bad for her to have that.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelts is one of the rules of Zombieland, right? Well,
Oh,
that was
shit.
intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was intense in a very different way from everything else that we've seen.
Yeah, not intense like, ooh, scary zombies intense. Like emotionally
like
intense.
making me feel happy and sad at the same time. Oh, man. What a cool choice to give us all of that. Just because, alternatively, they could have just had Joel and Ellie just show up there and him read the note, and you get an idea, okay, 2 guys are living here and they're dead now because whatever. But we got the whole story. And
well, and to also, I'm sorry to do more game spoilers for you, but
Fine.
I feel like it's pertinent to the discussions of it, to talk
Sure.
about that. Bill is a character that you interact with and encounter in the game. He is not like, they don't come across and he's already dead. Bill is a part of, so I was surprised that he is dead by the time Joel and Ellie show up. But all this was new content for the TV show. Like, none of this backstory stuff is there. You talk to Bill, and Joel is surprised to learn that Frank is dead when you arrive there.
So there isn't an hour-long cutscene that gives you
No,
their
but
full
there's
history?
no even relationship between these two men. You know that Bill had a partner who's gone recently.
Not like a house painting minigame?
No, none of that. I mean, obviously, that might be obvious, but it's
Right,
just the whole structure of this was different. Like, Bill is a character from the story in the game version, but his role in it was entirely different, Like, you actually interact with him, and Ellie talks to him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man, this was a difficult one because I didn't come into this ready for a love story.
Yeah,
I
that's
expected
definitely
more
not what you
zombie
expect.
action horribleness, but and there was a little bit. There's a little bit of shooty, but that's it. And like, yeah, just the depth of that character to have him sort of be this prepper, lonely. It's something about the compartmentalizing of like he had this whole kind of big beautiful house too, but then his like the part that you could tell he like really cared about was like hidden in the basement, which is maybe like a little bit of an in the closet metaphor too. He had never had a gay sexual experience before that.
Yeah, but he clearly, I mean, it seemed to be that was his disposition all along. You know? He said he did this once with a girl a long time ago, maybe as like a more of an identity finding kind of thing. But
and it seems like he hadn't really focused on building relationships with other people, especially romantic relationships. He was focused only on the one thing, which is preparing for the apocalypse. And then when it came, that's when he actually found love and happiness.
I don't know if it was as much preparing for the apocalypse as it was making sure that I am completely that I can survive on. I don't need anybody else. It wasn't about like, oh, the apocalypse is coming. And maybe it was too. I mean, we know he was a conspiracy nut and all that stuff, but like we were saying during the episode, I think the psychology of it was about trying to be totally independent and trying to reject the world because he felt maybe the world had rejected him. I don't know. Maybe we're reading too much into it.
No, I mean, I think that's kind of the point, right? I mean, so what is the word he used when somebody called him a prepper? And
Survivalist.
Survivalist. Yeah. So like, I think that's sort of the nature of his entire, and just the thing in his note where he was like, I was happy when everyone died. Yeah. Because
human beings survive by being part of a community, but if you want to, you can build the skills to survive without that, and that's what makes him maybe a survivalist.
And like he was in, a small town where, being homosexual probably is not an accepted state of affairs, and like to have to sort of hide that piece of yourself or never be like truly honest with anybody in your entire life, that'll make you just be like, well, kind of fuck everybody else.
Exactly,
I don't need any of these people. And it's just cool to see. I don't know. Like at the beginning of this episode, I thought this was going to take a totally different tone. And then it took a totally different tone than I expected. And it was that for the entire episode. And it was very satisfying to see this. And we're never going to see these characters. These characters are dead now.
Yeah, they're gone. I mean, it's the TV rule of if you don't see the body, they're not really dead, but they're dead.
They didn't want to show us the bodies.
I don't think that rule applies, because they just have rotted.
Yeah, exactly. It would have almost felt like more morbid to see them in their current state of decomposition after everything we just kind of went through with those characters. It's like in bad taste, despite how many dead bodies we're going to see.
That's the exact right way to put it. It would have been in bad taste. Yeah, I definitely felt like this week more than the last 2 weeks was this show really sort of stepping into its own as a television series independent of the, the first 2 episodes were very much just adapting the beginning parts of the game very closely and keeping you through that same sort of getting into the setup. And then this was the first real big, I even thought of that before we got to the Bill and Frank part. When I was watching Joel and Ellie, I was like, okay, this is starting to feel more like it's its own just HBO show instead of like it's another version of a thing I already know well, you know? So I don't know, I don't know if I've articulated that well, but it feels like it's developing its own identity really well this week, and it makes me excited to go forward with
a lot more interpersonal communication, sort of character building stuff, and a lot less moving to the next room and having the hallway collapse, and then we gotta kill the boss before we can escape out the window.
And exposition about the virus and all that stuff.
Right,
and,
right.
Again, we had a little bit of that, but yeah, there was so much more just character and heart to this, and I think maybe somebody in the comments said this, that Craig Mazin, or however you say his last name, but the guy who made this and who is the showrunner of Chernobyl and stuff, apparently played this game when it first came out and immediately had the thought, I'm going to make a television show of this. It was inspired instantly by playing the game that this was a TV series.
It was kind of in like the first generation of games that was like, this could actually be like a movie. You know, like the Uncharted series and stuff, even though apparently those movies weren't that good. I'm sorry.
It's just the one movie now, I think. But
okay.
Yeah, it's the same developer, though. Yeah, Naughty Dog. Makes sense.
It's kind of a cinematicness to games where it's not just, pick up the glowing orb and, go kill the bad guys in the next room.
You're telling me you don't like the Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo Super Mario Brothers movie?
Oh, jeez. Let's just tell you. So they took some creative liberties.
They did.
And
I haven't seen that movie in like 30 years, but I remember liking it.
I have nostalgic, stuff about that movie because I did watch it and I didn't understand what a horrible, schlocky, terrible movie it was.
We're just like, hey, it's Mario in a movie.
Hey, look, they found a bomb. Anyway, this was cool. I liked the whole, and you know what? There was one zombie in this whole episode. It's
true, that one that Ellie was sort of playing with at the beginning. Yeah, you don't always need them for a good story in this world, It's about the people.
I almost feel like that was a point that they were making, that there was only one zombie in the whole episode, and like they killed some people. There was lots of dead people, right?
Yeah, maybe it was showing us how effective Bill's setup is, that just the infected are not even part of his world or a consideration of his. He knows they're out there, but he is defended from them and doesn't even ever have to deal with it.
You know what? I stand corrected. There was 2. One of them had his head blown off immediately after tripping over a tripwire.
That's right. They did have that happen. Yeah, so he just doesn't even have to deal with them. So yeah.
Jeez. Wild. Wow. This episode's going to make me think a little bit. This is some really good character building just to have those characters no lie. I would have liked to see their reaction when Joel shows up with Ellie and see what that interaction would
and
like.
Try to show Bill maybe about somebody who's immune and what would he think about that and how would he use that information. That would have been interesting. And I don't really specifically remember. I don't think they do tell him in the game, but again, that could be something if it's another detail I got wrong, please let me know, because it's been a while since I played the first game, so I know the broad strokes, but I can't say for sure if every little piece that's in the TV show is in there or not, but yeah, I don't know. Does that about do it for this week?
I think so.
All right. Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Sorry there were maybe a couple little technical difficulties. We had some audio issues and stuff.
Hopefully the YouTube got around that pretty well. The YouTube version, I mean.
Oh, yeah. But, anyway, we appreciate you all. I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets.
Bye.